Good morning, students. In last class, we have studied about blood vessels and structure of heart, and today we will discuss about types of circulation. Types of circulation. Types of circulation means in which manner circulation of blood is occurred inside the body. So, types of circulation is of two types. There is two types of circulation is present, in which first is pulmonary circulation. And second is systemic circulation. First is pulmonary circulation and second is systemic circulation. They are types of circulation. Now, pulmonary circulation is occurred between right ventricle to lungs and from lungs to left auricle. So, we can say that pulmonary circulation is occurred from right ventricle to lungs and from lungs to left auricle, while systemic circulation is occurred from left ventricle to body and from body to right ventricle, body to right auricle. So it is a way of circulation in which pulmonary circulation is occurred from right ventricle. Circulation of blood in pulmonary circulation is occurred in that kind of manner that flow of blood is occurred through from right ventricle to lungs and from lungs to left auricle. And in this process, oxygenation of blood is occurred. In pulmonary circulation, oxygenation of blood is occurred by lungs. So, in pulmonary circulation, blood undergoes the flow of right ventricle to lungs and lungs to again left auricle. So, in right ventricle, we can say blood which is present in right ventricle is impure blood and it undergoes to lungs, and in lungs oxygenation process is occurred, and after oxygenation blood is converted from impure form to pure form and again come back in left auricle. So in left auricle, blood which is present in left auricle is a pure blood. So in this process, impure blood converted into pure blood. Impure blood which is present in right ventricle, it is a blood which is come back from circulation, after circulation in all part of the body and through vena cava it again come back in heart, and through heart for purification again undergoes to lungs and from lungs to left auricle, and in left auricle this blood is again a pure blood. So it is all about pulmonary circulation. Next is systemic circulation, and the way of systemic circulation is left ventricle to body and from body to right auricle. It means in left ventricle, because as we have discussed just right now that in left ventricle the blood which is present in left ventricle is a pure blood, and pure blood now circulate through blood arteries, which is first large artery dorsal aorta. Through dorsal aorta it is circulate throughout the all part of the body, and through body again from vena cava, it is come back inside the right auricle. So this kind of circulation called as systemic circulation. So in this kind of circulation, pure blood will circulate all part of the body and again come back. The blood is now impure blood, which is deoxygenated blood and carbon dioxide rich blood. So we can say in systemic circulation, deoxygenation of blood is occurred. And deoxygenation process occurred inside the all organs of the body, and now blood will be rich in carbon dioxide. Now we will discuss by a diagram the way of pulmonary circulation. First, the way of pulmonary circulation. Now it is a right ventricle and it is a left auricle. So blood flows from right ventricle in pulmonary circulation from right ventricle through pulmonary artery, and from lungs again come back in left auricle through pulmonary vein. So now this blood, which is again come back in left auricle, is a oxygenated blood, and it is a pulmonary circulation and way of pulmonary circulation. Next is systemic circulation. The pulmonary circulation. Next is systemic circulation, and again we will discuss. We will understand this systemic circulation by a diagram. So in systemic circulation, way of systemic circulation is right auricle to body and from body to left ventricle. And it is a right auricle and it is a left ventricle. And in this circulation, pure blood comes out from left ventricle and through dorsal aorta it reaches all part of the body. So this happens by dorsal aorta, and through vena cava it is again deoxygenated blood again come back in left auricle. So this blood is deoxygenated blood, and this blood is oxygenated blood. So this kind of circulation called as systemic circulation. Next, it is all about types of circulation. Next is topic we have to discuss is blood pressure. And blood pressure defined as the pressure of the flow of blood in the artery called as blood pressure. We can say it's the pressure of blood in walls of artery called as blood pressure. Now blood pressure again is of two types: systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. Now, in the condition of contraction or systolic phase, blood pressure called as systolic blood pressure. Blood pressure called as systolic blood pressure, and diastolic blood pressure in the condition of relaxation or diastolic phase. So systolic blood pressure is about 120 mm of Hg, millimeter of mercury column, and while diastolic blood pressure is, we can say, it's a normal standard level of blood pressure, and in the normal, we can say normal person, normal man, blood pressure should be 120 by 80. So diastolic blood pressure is 80 mm of Hg. So systolic phase is the blood pressure of contraction time, and diastolic blood pressure is the blood pressure of diastolic phase or relaxation time, and it is 120 mm of Hg, and diastolic blood pressure is 80 mm of. Now in normal man, or we can say in normal person, the blood pressure should be 120 by 80 mm of Hg. 120 by 80 mm of Hg. And if blood pressure of a person, if it is low, lesser and higher of this standard amount, then person definitely suffering from high blood pressure or disorder of low blood pressure. The blood pressure is measured by apparatus equipment called as sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. It is all about blood pressure. Next is lymphatic system. Now the lymphatic system made up of the lymphatic capillaries and lymphatic vessels and lymph nodes. Made up of lymph vessels and lymph nodes. Lymph serve as the middleman between the blood and organ for exchange of any material. The lymph is the tissue fluid present in the intercellular space of the tissue. Present in the intercellular space in the tissue. So it is also called as extracellular fluid. EC. Now functions of lymph. It provides immunity through lymphocytes. Second function, it helps in transportation also. So it is about lymphatic